Hillard Howard Field here tonight, where the Pikeville Panthers will host the Paintsville Tigers. Pikeville coming in tonight at 5-4, 5-1 in the district. The Paintsville Tigers also 5-4 this season and 4-2 in the district. As we get set for this game, they are out at the center of the field, and we're having the coin toss tonight for this game. Bo Daniels along with you, and with me, Chuck Scoville with the camera tonight at Pikeville High School, and certainly glad to have you along. The last regular season game of the year for these two, a district matchup, and of course it is senior night here at Pikeville. We have not had the national anthem as of yet. We will have that, I'm sure, in just a little bit here, Chuck.
Got the flag girls out here spelling Panthers as the team comes onto the field, so I guess we're short time before we get ready for the kickoff.
A little history of these two schools tonight. Pikeville is 140-43, not a bad record. Paintsville Tigers, not a bad record at 93-63. Pikeville pretty good here at home. They won their last 8 home games since 1998, and we're just about set for the national anthem. Adam Hartsock here tonight to sing the national anthem. We'll try to pick that up for you.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very good job, Adam Hartsock here with the national anthem tonight in the booth. And Chuck, these two teams, Pikeville and Paintsville, of course, district matchup, and they played a lot in the past few years, and I'm surprised that there's not a bigger crowd than what we have here tonight. There's a lot of empty seats out there.
Yeah, this is a pretty good rivalry. Both these teams, year in and year out, make the playoffs. Always hard-fought games between the two. I remember a couple years ago, I think Paintsville beat Pikeville twice in one season, and then Pikeville came back and returned the favor. But this is a banged-up Paintsville team that's on the field tonight, Bo. They've lost the first 2 quarterbacks, and I think their leading ball carrier, their leading running back tonight. Last week or the week before, they started a true freshman who had not played in a varsity game until that date. So Paintsville comes into the final game of the season, this showdown against Pikeville, in a rather weakened state, but they have made the playoffs. I guess that is a good thing.
Certainly a good thing. Above 500 at 5-4, as we said, 4-2 in the district, and we are ready for the kickoff. It's Paintsville kicking off to Pikeville. It comes down to the 25-yard line, heading upfield to the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Weston Robinson, and still on his feet out across the 45 to near the 48-yard line. I thought he was going to go down, Chuck, and he kept on churning.
Weston Robinson, not real big, but he's got good leg drive and gives the Pikeville Panthers great field position to start off their first possession of the night.
They mark it on the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Pikeville. As we've been talking about the last 2 years, I'll get to that in just a little bit here. At the 47, I formation, Sword, and he will give it to the left side, and they will get out to the 44-yard line, a loss of about 3 on the play. Chuck, who was that that carried the ball there?
Weston Robinson, number 2, and Paintsville had a guy shooting right in the middle, man. He was timing the snap, and as soon as Robinson got the ball, he got grabbed.
Marked it up there, 45, so a loss of 2 on the play. Sword comes up under center now. 2nd down and 12. It goes to the right side. The option play. Robinson again on the carry. Across the 50-yard line inside the Tiger territory to the 48-yard line. And on the tackle there, Matt Hicks and others for the Tigers. Looking at the last couple years, Chuck, you were talking about that last year. The score was 35-20. Pikeville beating Paintsville. And then the year before, Paintsville was the winner, 28-6. So, you know, it's been back and forth between these two. Once again from the I. Shotgun. It was not the I formation. It's the shotgun. And Sword's going to throw. He's got a man complete at the 35. Down to the 30. Almost to the 25-yard line.
Number 10, quarterback Jerry Sword's pass complete.
Sword gets it out to Robert Shirtliff on the pass. And they get it inside the 25 to the 24.
Shirtliff wide open there, and Sword had plenty of time, kind of rolled out to the right and got some good blocking, and Shirtliff was 3 or 4 yards separated from any defender.
Nice pass there, and a wide open receiver wide out to the left side. Sword and the give right up the gut inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line on the carry. And I believe, Chuck, that was Robert Shirtliff on the carry. It was Shirtliff as they give his name now over the PA here down to the 20-yard line.
Tough inside runner, big strong kid, kind of taking the place of Jared Frazier, who graduated and doing a pretty good job of it.
Almost a 5-yard pickup. Tigers looking like that they're going to send everybody. It's the option to the left side, loose on the field. The Tigers will have it. They will get it at the 23-yard line. Coming in to pick up the loose ball was Brandon LeMaster, who came in to corral it for the Tigers. So Paintsville back the other way.
Big defensive play for the Tigers. Pikeville seemed to be moving the ball pretty well down the field on them, and that time nobody hit Robinson. He just couldn't hold on to the football.
Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 23.
Beautiful night for football action. Temperatures in the upper 70s today, and very nice tonight. No rain or anything of that nature. Paintsville's first play from the line of scrimmage, a fake, and then the give, and getting it out to the 24-yard line, a pickup of about 1 yard. Quarterback is Daniel Pugh. Wes Ward on the carry for the Paintsville Tigers. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Tigers, operating from the shotgun. Wide out to the right side, and the fake, and then the give. Out to the 25-yard line, a pickup of a couple more.
I think Wes Ward carried the football. We got a yard on.
Like 24, Shane Cantrell on the carry.
No, they got Shane Cantrell in there. Wes Ward blocking for him.
I'm trying to adjust my binoculars so I can see these numbers a little bit better, Chuck. Maybe I can get a better view of what's going on out there on the field. This is the first opportunity that I have seen the Tigers this year. I've seen Pikeville. This is the 3rd time out. Going to throw the ball, looking downfield, looking to the left side, and did he pull it in? I believe he did, out around the 32-yard line. Make it the 36-yard line.
Number 1, Daniel Pugh's pass is complete.
I believe that was out to Aaron DeLong.
I think you're right. I was looking there, 84.
Well, they said 24, but I thought it was 84, but they're saying Cantrell was the receiver. Well. And under center, and the option, the quarterback will keep it out to the 40 and lowers his head. He is tackled by Robinson and goes down around the 43-yard line, short of the first down marker. They'll mark it closer to the 42, looks like, so that will make them about 4 yards short of the first down.
Number 2, Weston Robinson on the tackle.
Daniel Pugh, a true freshman, just a 9th grader in there at quarterback, but so far doing a pretty good job mixing up the calls and the plays.
Pickup of 6 yards, 2nd and 4.
by the fullback carrying out the fake. He just chugged 10 yards down the field. And there he
And the give down at the 45-yard line on the carry. Finally, maybe well, not quite the 45-yard line. That time we could see that it was Wes Ward who carried the ball.
35 West.
44-yard line. They'll mark it a pickup of 2 on the play. So they needed 4.
69, Tim Justice in on the tackle.
Big third down play, 3rd and 2 for the Tigers as they try to keep this drive alive.
Let's see what they come up on 3rd and short. Let's see what they will do. Pugh, the quarterback. And the option play, the quarterback will keep it. He's to the 50 and down to the Pikeville 46-yard line. Pugh on the carry. Last play there, found an opening on that left side. First down Tigers, that'll move the sticks.
Paintsville from the...
Last week, this Tiger team defeated by South Floyd. The final score was 14-0. That was the score at halftime of that game, and also the score at the end of the game. Pikeville with an easy win last week over Allen Central, winning 69-0. Inside Pikeville territory, Pugh under center, and the give. It's inside the 45, down to about the 44-yard line. That was Adam Smith.
Yep, number 28, first time he's carried the ball tonight. Yeah, that was South Floyd's first victory over Paintsville, and big win for Donnie Daniels' program. Solidified their hold on 3rd place in the district as they finished their season last week 6-4.
I wonder if he pronounces that Smith or Smythe. It's got a Y. S-M-Y-T-H. I said Smith, but well, there's the option to the left side. It's loose on the option, got away, and who's got it on the far side of the field? And it looks like Paintsville might have recovered that one. The pitch went to the left side on the option play, trying to cut it up around the left side. It was pitched out to Smith, who
Here's the ball was fumbled and rolled out.
fortunately for the Tigers recovered it on the 45-yard line, so they lose a yard.
Ball from the Panther 45, 3rd and long center.
3rd and close to 8 yards. Pugh under center, 1 back. He's going to throw the ball, looking left. Got in over there and complete at the 45, well short of the first down marker.
Number 28.
And it goes out to
28, Adam Smith.
Okay. I was waiting to see if the PA man said Smith or Smythe. We've been calling him Smith.
Good coverage over there, but number 5, Brett Gibson, he was right on the man, and he may have picked up a yard on that reception.
Well, I don't know. It was a short yard if he did. 4th down and very long. That brings up a punting situation for the Paintsville Tigers here. They'll have to punt it away. It's Pugh that will punt it. The quarterback also the punter. It's a short kick that will bounce around the 35-yard line. Really got a bad kickoff. It will go out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Man, that's only about 10 yards, so a very poor kick as Pikeville will have it in pretty good shape, and we saw him get the ball at the beginning of the game, Chuck, and they moved it very well down the field, so we'll see what they do this time.
I think Shane Simpkins, who was the quarterback and did so many other things for this football team, also punted the ball, and Pugh is learning that punting job along with the quarterbacking job late in the season as a freshman.
The eye and the give is to Robinson. Robinson with a big opening out to the midfield stripe to the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. He may be gone. 1 man to beat inside the 10. He's got a touchdown to give him 6. 65-yard touchdown run by Weston Robinson here as he takes it in for Pikeville, putting them on the board 6-0.
There is a penalty flag on the...
Uh-oh. Here I am writing it down, Bo.
Me too.
It may be coming back.
Will probably come back. My goodness, we thought Pikeville had scored a quick one here, but the penalty flag came out.
Right about where he sprung free and was off to the races is where that flag was thrown.
And he exploded through the line and came out in open field and had only 1 man to beat downfield, but something happened back around the 50-yard line. So now the mark off against Pikeville. Take off the 6 points.
Illegal block.
Wow. Still going to pick up a couple of yards on the play, but certainly not what they wanted. Out to the 37-yard line.
Mark the ball.
14-yard gain out to the 49-yard line by Robinson. The spot foul
Panther,
back to the 38. First down and 7 for Pikeville.
I guess they marked it on the 38-yard line. A pickup of about 3 after the penalty, and the smoke settles. It goes to the right side. Shurtleff out to the 40, to about the 42-yard line. Showing a lot of power as he
Pikeville ran the ball the other way.
carried a couple of tacklers with him.
Paintsville blitzed two players that time, and whoever was the contained man on the left side did a pretty good job. He wrapped up Shurtleff and held on to him until he could get some help, because the Tigers were bringing a couple on the blitz that time.
Second down and a couple now.
Gain of 4. Second and 3.
High formation, and Paintsville was blitzing, and they guessed right. They're going to have the ball carrier down at about the 41-yard line. Looked like Shurtleff.
I tell you what, I believe that was Shurtleff, the ball carrier there. Paintsville, they're bringing the house to
And Paintsville really pushing. They gave it to Hamilton. It was not Shurtleff. It was number 30 instead of number 40, Brenton Hamilton. And so they'll mark it on the 41, a loss of 1. .340 left of the first quarter, no score. We thought Pikeville had put a touchdown on the board, but nope, it was called back. Wide out to both sides, I formation. Sword under center, and the whistle.
They have encroachment that time. I think they got a little too close on that blitz fake.
Paintsville's just about sending everybody on every single play, and this time Lancey jumped across the line too quick. The penalty against the Tigers.
That should give Pikeville a first down.
Yeah.
Penalty will give the Panthers
exactly what I was going to say, Chuck. And first and 10, Pikeville. So one way to keep it alive, and something the defense certainly doesn't want to do. You don't want to give. It's like giving a team that's behind free throws with the clock stopped. You give them a first down on a penalty like that. Certainly don't want to do that from the shotgun. Sword rolling left. Looking downfield, got plenty of time. Now the pressure comes, and he's going to be pulled down at the about the 42-yard line. Matt Hicks comes in to make a nice tackle. Well, he had all kinds of time, but apparently plenty of coverage down the field, Chuck. Couldn't find anybody open.
Paintsville once again blitzing, and they're reading it right on some plays and getting burned on others, but they're stunting all over the line tonight, trying to throw Pikeville off.
It'll be second and 15, Panthers, from their own 42.
So now Pikeville from the shotgun once again. Sword looking downfield and got a man out there, out at about the 47-yard line. I believe that would be Jesse Parrish on the reception.
Derek Sword's pass complete to number 20, Jesse.
It was Parrish, and he catches it, and he goes down at, we'll call it the 48. The ball is actually between the 47 and 48-yard line, about a 6-yard pickup. So it's now third down and 9 coming up. Shotgun once again. Sword moving to the right this time, looking to the right, and got a man over there. It's complete. Down around the 36-yard line.
Tim Champlin.
Champlin on the reception. They will mark it on the Paintsville 37-yard line. So that's a pickup of 15 yards on the play.
Picks up a Panther first down.
Shotgun once again for Sword. Takes the snap. This time he's going to give it to a running back. Draw play. Gets inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. Robinson on the carry.
That almost was a big play. Paintsville blitzed 2 that time. Pikeville read it and hit Robinson with a quick handoff. He had one man to beat, and that man was able to hold on to him, or it would have been gone.
Out to about 4 yards, second and 6 coming up. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side from the shotgun once again. Pikeville operating, rolling right. And the throw, it's complete out there and out of bounds around the 20-yard line. Parrish once again on the reception. First down, Pikeville Panthers.
Swords pass complete for number 20, Parrish.
They'll mark it on the 22-yard line. Pickup of 10.
Panther first down.
Sword doing a good job with that rollout passing. 4 for 4 tonight in the early going.
56 seconds left here in the first quarter. From the shotgun, here comes the snap, and once again, it's the draw to Robinson. Robinson got some room, cuts it outside, breaks the tackle. He may be gone. He's headed for the end zone, and he's blinded. Touchdown. Okay, give him 6. All the fans stood up in front of me, and I was completely blocked as he was headed to the corner of the end zone to my left, and touchdown, Robinson, and 22-yard run. So Pikeville does get on the board. Robinson does get his touchdown, and we get set for the extra point try. That is Brian Elkins that will try the extra point. It's up. It's a line drive. Good. 7-0. Pikeville. We'll be back after this timeout on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Of a good national plan? Yes, we have nationwide calling. Well, about 20% of the nation. You know, the really important areas like big cities.
Here we go. After Pikeville scores the touchdown, we get the kickoff from the Panthers here, and Pikeville leading 7-0, 56 seconds left. We had a little bit more time than we thought. They kick off and brought back to the 30, to the 35, and right about the 35-yard line. Was that 24, Shane Cantrell, maybe?
I think so. He came up out of the bottom of the pile.
Yeah. They'll mark it on the 36-yard line. Got 36 seconds left in the first quarter.
34, Ryan Shirtley on that tackle on the kickoff.
Staggered eye, going to throw the ball. Pugh looking down the field. Got a man, has a step, and knocked down. Incomplete. Robinson, I believe, got a hand on the ball. Intended downfield for Adam. Nope, I'll take that back. Was 28, looked like 86.
I don't see an 86 on here.
It was an 86, Chuck, but we don't have an 86 on the roster. That's
tight end, number 89, Jeff Collette.
They're saying 89. No, that wasn't a 9. But anyway,
Tigers have it second.
they're saying Collette. But
36.
anyway, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Second man through on the handoff out across the 40 to about the 43-yard line.
Down at the 42-yard line, gain is 6.
Marked it on the 42-yard line. Clock ticking down here at the end of the first quarter.
On the carry, gain is 6. That brings up third down.
Hans Daughter, number 32.
Hans Daughter, he's been around a while. He's a senior this year. He's been playing over there since he was a freshman.
Thank you very much. First time we've seen him carry the ball here tonight. Under center, and the give to the 40, out to about the 40, maybe the 43-yard line on the carry.
He's going to be short of the first down as the quarter comes to a close.
And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll be back after this break on the Intermountain Sports Network. Where are you seeing that name? Here's on out to punt it away. Pikeville will get it back now. Daniel Pugh will punt it away, and Robinson dropping back, as well as number 4 Sexton will drop back. High snap. Pugh will get it away, though. Not much of a rush. Bounces around the 35-yard line. Will be down at the right around the 33-yard line. So Pikeville will get it back after the punt. The punt, not much of a punt. Trying to figure out. Let's see.
Got a little more distance than last time, but not much hang time.
24 yards. That's all.
Kind of a low line drive kick, and Paintsville was able to down it before Pikeville could pick it up and run with it.
So Pikeville took it on the last drive 65 yards for the touchdown. They get it on the 33 now. 11:51 of the second quarter. The second man through out to the 35 to the 37-yard line, I believe it will be marked. Robinson, 4-yard pickup. Let me recap that last Pikeville drive. Never did do that. 65-yard drive. In 9 plays, they took 4 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock, with Robinson getting it in to the end zone on a 22-yard run. Elkins the extra point, making it 7-0, and that's the way that drive went. Now Pikeville has it, the pickup, according to the sticks, about 5 yards, 2nd and 5. High formation wideouts to both sides of the field. Robinson, Shirtliff in the backfield. The give, actually, that was not Robinson. It will come out to about the 44-yard line. Hamilton is the other back, and he gets the carry to the 44.
Robinson tonight, 5 carries for 37 yards. Of course, the big play, a 22-yard touchdown run that Bo just told you about. Derek Sword started the night out 4 of 4 in the first period, or first quarter.
9-yard pickup there for Hamilton for the first down, and once again, it's 1st and 10. They mark it on the 44. One out to both sides for the eye, and it goes to Hamilton again. He runs over one tackler. Now he's corralled around the 47-yard line. Hamilton showing some power there. Didn't want to go down. Well, he weighs 205 pounds. Sophomore, he's going to be around a while.
Paintsville once again blitzing 2, and Pikeville with that quick hitter, and once they get through that initial line, Bo, they're getting some good yardage out of that because Paintsville keeps sending people on the blitz.
Another nice 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 1 for Pikeville. And the give. First man into the line, and first down Pikeville, and much more inside the 40, down to about the 38-yard line. Shirtliff on the carry, and Matt Blevins on the tackle for Paintsville. Another 9-yard pickup.
Give Shirtliff a little bit of an opening, and he gets some power going. He just ran over a couple of tacklers and drug a couple of more with him that time.
8:50 left to play, second quarter. Pikeville up 7-0. Got a drive going here. 1st and 10 at the Tiger 38. The give is to Shirtliff, and man, he powers his way inside the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. Robert Shirtliff.
2nd and 6 from the Tiger 40.
Pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6 coming up for Panthers now.
Shirtliff 4 carries, 21 yards, and 1 reception, also 21 yards on the night so far.
Formation once again, the pitch. This is Robinson to the 30. He may be going down the sideline. Nice tackle inside the 20. And he'll be called down at about the 18-yard line, trying to pick up a number there. I believe that was 24. It was Shane Cantrell that made the nice tackle there. He was the only man that was in front of Robinson down that sideline. Another first down. Actually marked it on the 21 as he went out of bounds there. First down Pikeville, 1st and 10 from the 21. Robinson, and they meet him in the backfield this time. He'll go down for a loss about the 23-yard line. A little bit of a loss on the play. Matt Hicks and others coming in to make the stop. Twenty-three-yard line. First down and 12. The give to Robinson, tries to slant back to the far side and gets down to the 16-yard line. I believe they'll mark it here. So nice pickup there of about 6.
3rd and 5. From the Tiger 16. 77 sack Branham.
Pikeville going straight at Paintsville and doing a pretty good job so far early in this one, running the football.
They're down and 4. And Hamilton, let's see, inside the 5, that's Shirtliff. Actually, and somebody said Hamilton, so I picked it up, but actually it was number 40, Shirtliff. And all the way down to near the 3-yard line on the carry, so a nice pickup of about 13.
Shirtliff had a couple of blockers out there in front of him. Well set up and executed play that time.
First and goal,
Pike will knock it on the door again. First and goal. And let's see. Touchdown. Give him 6. Hamilton takes it in.
4-yard run for Hamilton.
I said a 4-yard run. I thought it was closer to the 3, but okay, we'll give him an extra yard. Hamilton takes it in. That drive goes 67 yards. And the extra point is good. 14-0 Pikeville. We'll be back on the Intermountain Sports Network. Hey. 4:40 off the clock. Here's the kickoff. It's a squibber and gets away. Let's see. Getting on top of the ball. That was dangerous around the 35-yard line. And looks like a 15. We don't have a 15 on the roster, so another one. We do apologize, folks. The roster, there's a couple numbers tonight. But anyway, Pikeville takes it to 67 yards, 10 plays on the drive, and score was 7:20 remaining in the quarter. Took 4:40 off the clock. Hamilton with that 4-yard run that capped off that drive, and Pikeville up 14-0. Paintsville with the ball. Tigers now about the 34-yard line. We'll open it up and get it out to the 35-yard line. A pickup of maybe a yard on the play, and that's all that Pikeville defense converging on the man with the ball, and looked to be Smith.
Yep, Adam Smith again, 1-yard gain maybe, and that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
That was Pugh, quarterback on the keeper.
Oh, really? No, I don't think so.
Tigers from their own 35.
Tell you what, that's offensive defensive line for Pikeville.
Tell you, whoever covered that kick for Paintsville was Johnny on the spot. He was out there all by his lonesome, and there were about 6 maroon jerseys coming his way.
So it's 2nd and 9 from the 35-yard line. Pugh will look to throw the ball and fires it out there. Might have been picked off. Let's see. Knocked down. Almost had the interception. Shirtliff out there on the defense. Almost had an IMT.
He read the quarterback real well that time and started moving toward where he saw the quarterback looking and got his hands on it, dove for it, but came loose when he hit the ground.
They're down to 9 from the 35-yard line.
So far passing to that only 8 yards. A little offensive night for the Tigers. That's played for the last 2 weeks and lost to Hazard now 4.
Paintsville now will operate from the shotgun. Pugh has 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Pugh looks right. He's under pressure, rolls to the far side, and now he's going to tuck it in and head upfield. He'll go down around the 37-yard line.
30 yards to only pick up 2.
Trying to pick out a number there. I believe that was Brent Gibson on the tackle that chased him down.
Good tackle there by Gibson. He was the only man over there, and he wrapped Pugh up.
20 Parrish, 5.
Yeah, let's see. The mark is, we'll call it the 39-yard line. So 4th down coming up. They'll have to punt it away. Pugh will be the punter. Back there is Sexton and Robinson on the return. And the kick is taken around the 37-yard line, headed upfield with it. That's Robinson. Gets to the 45. And that's where Pikeville will have it, 1st and 10. So let's see.
Return of
24-yard punt this time. Well, Paintsville's definitely had trouble moving the football and scoring the last couple of weeks. They got blown out by Hazard and then, of course, shut out by South Floyd, but it's awful tough in the middle of the season to replace your leading quarterback and your leading running back and keep clicking.
Gonna throw. Sword throws incomplete as he throws it behind his intended receiver. That was Parrish down there, who was actually open, but quarterback just misses him. Sword throws it behind his receiver, incomplete.
First incomplete pass by Sword tonight. Paintsville going to be hurting in a couple other sports with the injury to Shane Simpkins. He was a point guard on the basketball team and also a pretty good baseball player, and he's really had some knee damage.
From the eye, the pitch. Robinson to the 50. Still on his feet. Got away from a tackler. Hey, he could be gone. He gets through, and he's an open, clear field, and he will go in all the way for the touchdown. He will take it 55 yards. Wow. Pikeville gets on the board again. I thought he was going to be tackled up around the Tiger 45. He broke away from that tackler. Couldn't say a high tackle, I don't think, because it looked like the Tiger defender had him down around the ankles and let him get away.
Then he slowed up just a hair, waited for some blocking to develop along with him, and just made it right on into the end zone.
5:40 left here in the second quarter. It's right now 20-0. Flag is down on the field. We'll see what this is all about. It was after the play. Extra point here coming up, and I don't know if the
offside.
Okay.
Tigers offside.
Tigers offside. Half the distance, so that'll make it a little shorter.
35 by Elkins will tip Steve.
Elkins will try the extra point. And through there, good. 21-0. Pikeville will be right back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Offering special deals on leftover 2000.
Quick that time. It took them only 19 seconds to take it in for the touchdown. Here's the kickoff. And back to the 30, the 35. An opening. Paintsville may have a touchdown here if he can stay ahead of the defense down to the 10, the 5, in for the score. And, well, not a whole lot of coverage that time. And a nice run by Paintsville. Now, who was it?
Yeah, we got to give that fella his due. I'll ask the Paintsville guys that are standing next to us. I'll be right back.
I don't think we've got that number either. Chuck trying to find out. I don't know if anybody knows who this guy was. It made a nice touchdown run, that's for sure. About 75 yards.
70 yards for the touchdown, kickoff return. Here we go.
You know, one of our...
Well, Bo, this is the first. We talked to the Paintsville broadcast crew. They said they've never seen him before either.
So, 45, right?
Oh, boy.
Number 45 takes it 70 yards for the
15.
touchdown. 15?
Yeah, number 15. That was the fellow that recovered the kick down here last time.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. Number 15.
But the Paintsville folks don't know what his name is, so we'll have to do some more investigating and try to find out for you.
One of our
Touchdown, 15.
Willie McKenzie.
Willie McKenzie. Somebody found out, thank goodness. So we can give him some credit here. I'm going to call it about 75 yards, Chuck. It was beyond the 30, and one of our competitors over here said 70. I think it was a little bit longer than that, but nice run, and found room and got it through. And so McKenzie takes it for the touchdown. And we talked about Pikeville getting on the board quick. That was even quicker.
They hard as a play. They want to put 5:24. They want to take an extra. They want to put an extra 20 extra seconds back on the clock. The share code.
5:24. So that took 16 seconds on the kickoff. Wow, 2-point conversion coming up.
Well, that's got to give the Tigers a little bit of a lift here anyway.
Few throws incomplete to the end zone.
Intended for number 10.
intended for T.J. Freno, F-R-E-N-O, Freno. Well, anyway, it's 21-6 their score. Pikeville will be back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
About 20% of the nation. You know the really important areas like big cities and interstates. Yes, we cover eastern Kentucky, at least some of the main highways, but you only have to pay 79 cents a minute roaming if you get a tower that's not ours. Where are our towers? Oh, we can't tell you that.
Don't be fooled by misleading claims of national cell phone companies. At Appalachian Wireless, free nationwide means all of the continental U.S., not just around certain towers. And in East Kentucky, nobody has more towers or better coverage than Appalachian Wireless.
We are an important business with a very difficult job. We're here to serve the family when they lose a loved one. We're also here to serve the community as we support service clubs and community projects. J.W. Call & Son Funeral Home, a family's love.
20-yard line out to the 30 and the 35. Look out. Good return inside Paintsville territory, all the way down to near the 20-yard line. So
Chase Huffman on the return.
Chase Huffman looking around to see if there's any flags down on the field. I don't see any. And
there's one up near midfield, way on the Paintsville side of the field over there.
Okay, you spotted one. There it is, around the 50-yard line. So that could be coming back. Chase Huffman runs it all the way down to the 20-yard line, and right around midfield, clipping called against Pikeville. So that's going to come back quite a bit. That's going to leave them around the 30. Somewhere around the 34-yard line, something like that. We'll see where the spot is going to be. Sword racing into the huddle here. Nice run by Huffman. Look good.
It's always got to be frustrating for a return man to have a great return called back. Kind of like Derek Abney a couple of weeks ago in that ball game that they had. He hadn't broken one all year, and he finally did, and it was brought back by a flag.
Well, I did real good. That, well, I thought it was going to do real good. Now they're going to move it up. They had it at the 34. Now they move it up to the 39-yard line. So I guess that was only a
off 10, huh?
10-yard penalty. I thought it was a 15-yarder, but not the case. 5:14 left to play in the second quarter. 21-6 Pikeville. Here we go. Snap to Sword, and he's going to throw to the right side. Got a man open to the 50, and inside the 45, down to about the 41-yard line. Shirtliff on, well, let's see, was it Parrish, number 20? It was Parrish, number 20, not 40. Jesse Parrish on the reception. Gets it down to the 42-yard line.
First down.
Parrish 3 receptions for 36 yards tonight.
First and 10 Panthers from the Tiger 42.
From the 42-yard line, first down to Pikeville. It goes to the left side. This time it will be Shirtliff inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line. He'll pick up about 4.
Now, so far tonight, Robert Shirtliff looks like he's guaranteed a minimum of 3 or 4 yards when he touches the ball, because he comes busting into that line, and it takes 3 or 4 Tigers to pull him down.
Stu Robinson's had a pretty good half.
Yeah, showed some good quickness to the outside, some nice moves.
From the shotgun, and faking the handoff underneath, picked up by the quarterback, Sword, as he looked like he wanted to run the draw play, and then maybe a little mix up there. I don't know what that was all about, but he pulled it back and lost control of it, and he will recover at the 39-yard line. Loss of about a yard on the play.
37 Panthers from the Tiger.
Yeah, the second quarter, 3:50 remaining in the second quarter. Their score is 21-6, Pikeville. The touchdown to Paintsville was put on the board was a 70-something yard return by McKenzie on a kickoff, and the shotgun once again, Sword looking left, and fires it. He, had his man, and he dropped it. Pass was a little high, but Parrish actually had it in his hands, thought he had the reception, then he dropped it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I thought he was going to pull that down myself. He reached up for it.
Wanting to run just a little too quick, probably. That's usually the case in situations like that. 4th down and long.
Paintsville made sure he didn't hold on to it. As soon as he got the hands on it, they popped him pretty good from behind.
Usually when you got a receiver out there and it's a high pass, he usually takes some punishment. 4th and 7, they're going to go for it. From the 39, the pass, and got a man. It's very low and incomplete. Unable to connect. Gibson stretched out and tried to make the reception. Made a nice effort for the ball, but could not come up with it. So Paintsville takes over on downs.
I guess that's why Donovan McNabb's not throwing too much to the wide receivers up there in Philadelphia this year. They're rather frail, and he doesn't want them to get hurt going over the middle.
Well, Pinkston's only about 160 pounds.
I know.
Well,
That's who I was thinking about him immediately.
That's my team, yeah. To the right side on the running play, out across the 40, and it's loose. The marker comes in. Pikeville may have it right back.
Referee's not made an indication yet. Pikeville says they have it, but the referee has not signaled.
Still sorting things out there. And Paintsville will have it.
Ball was loose on the play.
Picked up a couple.
Cover. Gain of about a yard on the play. 2nd and 9, Tigers from their own 40.
Yeah, I've been trying to analyze the Eagles myself, Bo, and figure out what's going on with them. They looked so good last year, and
looked fairly good last week.
Up and down this year.
They're coming along. They looked pretty good last week. There's the quarterback that will have to eat it, and he'll go down back at the 39-yard line. They'll lose a couple. Unable to, I don't know what he wanted to do with the ball. He really didn't look like he was trying to throw it, but
The first guy to get to it.
apparently nobody to hand it off to. Yeah, the Eagles looked pretty good last week as they came out and defeated the New York Jets. And
Bryant Westbrook giving them a little bit of speed and excitement in that kickoff and running game.
those receivers actually caught a few passes instead of dropping balls. That's been one of the problems they've had. From the 39, it's 3rd down and 9 for the Paintsville Tigers. Looking to throw the ball. They're from the shotgun. Under pressure now. Rolling his Pugh to the right side, and he does get rid of it. It's on the sideline, and might have caught the ball in bounds up here around the 40-yard line. I believe so. And that's that man. We do not have a number.
Looks like they're going to spot it back. You know, he must have had a foot out of bounds. They're going to stay incomplete, though.
Well, the official ran up there.
Over there on the sideline.
Did not the official run up there and say that he'd made the catch? The preliminary signal was that it was complete. But anyway, incomplete is the call. Back at the 39, so one official said yes, and he was overruled.
Pugh back to punt for the Tigers.
Got a punt, high snap, has to pull it down. Pugh gets off a very short one. He almost had it blocked. It's high in the air, but very short. Now it takes a good Paintsville bounce, and it will roll all the way down to the 38-yard line. So that may be the, well, it's about a 25-yarder. Still not that much, but no return this time.
Lucky he didn't have that one blocked. He's taken a little bit too long, kind of got a long stride into the ball, and Pikeville decided to rush him that time, and he barely got it off.
1:54 left in the first half. Pikeville will have it now on the 38-yard line. They'll start from there. Shotgun formation. Sword takes the snap, looking to throw, and barely got rid of it. He was hit as he threw the ball. It's incomplete.
He got clobbered.
Like the extra linebacker came in and Matt Blevins, and really the last very quick.
Number 43, Matt Blevins, came roaring through there, 205-pound linebacker, and hit Sword pretty solid as he got rid of the football.
Paintsville's been sending people all night long, and to get to the quarterback, operating mostly from the shotgun tonight. Pikeville, I believe this is the most I've ever seen them operate from the shotgun formation. Back in it again. Sending people, and it's handoff underneath, and Robinson, let's see, still going, still on his feet. I thought he was down to the 45 and all the way down to about the 43-yard line. So Robinson somehow, I don't know how he made anything out of that. as he gets down to the, they'll mark it on the 44-yard line, so an 8-yard pickup after all that when he looked like he's going to be down near the line of scrimmage.
Did a lot of juking and jiving there and got people to miss and spun off of other tackles. Good hard run. Only 8 yards, as Bo said, but he worked for that one.
Panthers will have it 1st and 10 from the Tiger 44.
There's a timeout on the field. I guess we might as well keep it here now since we took a lot of time there. So about a minute 35 left on the clock of the second quarter. It scores 21-6. Pikeville trying to get another score on the board before the half here as they began this drive on the 38-yard line. They have a first down at the Paintsville 44 now.
Paintsville's playing a 3-4 defense, and they're sending 2 or 3 linebackers on a blitz just about every time. So if Pikeville gets through that initial line of scrimmage, then they've got pretty much clear sailing, and they've been breaking off some nice runs tonight.
Some more people have come into the stands. Still some empty seats, but still more than what we saw earlier when we were talking about the crowd. And back to action here. Going to throw the ball. Sword gets away from the pressure. Now he'll heave it downfield. Overthrown, almost picked off down at the 25. The receiver is overthrown, and Paintsville almost had the interception down there on defense. Was Cantrell, who had it in his hand.
Derek Sword started out the night 4 out of 4. He is 1 out of 5 since then, having a little bit more difficulty here in this second quarter.
Pass intended for Matt Saxton. And another timeout apparently on the field is called. No, we've got an injury. That's the reason Matt Hicks is being helped off the field right now. So they came out to check on him. 2nd and 10 as they get the injured player off the field.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun formation. Sword waits the snap. Wideouts to both sides. Looking to throw now. Pumps again.
Oh.
Now he's in trouble. He goes down.
Well, he had some time given to him by his running backs who stayed in to block, but number 43, Blevins, got in on him and pulled him down.
Back at the 48-yard line, he goes down, so that is a, let's see, that's a loss of 8 yards.
Well, you call that one a coverage sack, I guess. He had a little bit of time to get rid of the football and didn't have anybody to throw it to.
Third down and 18 from the shotgun. Sword looking to throw. Under pressure. It's a screen. Incomplete. Over the head of Robinson. That'll bring up 4th down and 18 now. So that is 6 left here in the quarter. Pikeville will probably send in the punt team this time. Back in this part of the field. Sword leaving, and Pikeville will punt the ball away, I believe, for the first time tonight.
Let's see who's going to boot that thing for them.
From the 48-yard line, Elkins stands at his 35. And it's heading toward the right side. It bounces around the 25, takes a good Pikeville bounce, and will roll dead around the 13-yard line.
Paintsville's got 52 seconds and 87 yards to go here in the first half before it comes to a close.
39-yard punt, not bad. Nice roll on it. So from the 13-yard line, the Paintsville Tigers will have it with less than a minute here in the quarter. Senior night tonight. I suspect we'll have some ceremonies at halftime here at Pikeville High School. Shotgun, Pugh, and let's see, quarterback will keep it. He faked the draw. I thought he was going to hand it off. Gets out to about, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Clock ticking down to 30 seconds now. Paintsville kind of looks content with the score the way it is to go in at halftime. They'll run one more play. They send wideouts to both sides, 2 each way. Let's see if they put it up long. Pugh looking to throw and throws toward the right side and caught over there around the 17-yard line. Not much on that.
About a 4-yard reception there. And
that's going to bring the end of the first half. 21-6 as we go into the locker room here. Pikeville on top of this game. They've had 3 touchdowns. Let's see. Wait just a minute. We may have another play here. Timeout is apparently called before the half actually came to an end. I don't know why. I thought they were going to be content to go into the locker room with the score the way it is, but not the case. Apparently calling a timeout. Coach is out on the field. Now they will assemble the players back on the field for one more play before the half. Well, let's see. In the first quarter, we had touchdown by Pikeville with 4:40 left in the first quarter. Wes Robinson took it in for the score. 22-yard touchdown run, and extra point good. Made it 7-0. As Paintsville comes up to the line, we'll recap the rest of it here. The other 2 touchdowns for Pikeville and the one for Paintsville shortly. One more play, though. They put 2 seconds up, 3 wideouts to the left side, 1 to the right side. Going to throw it long as he can. Firing downfield and almost picked off. It's incomplete. Robinson almost had the interception, so that will be the end of the quarter, 21-6. The first touchdown by Robinson and the extra point by Elkins, making it 7-0. And then Pikeville goes 67 yards on the drive. The first drive of 65, 67 on the second drive. Capped off by the 4-yard run by Hamilton. 10 plays. That coming with 7:20 left in the second quarter play. And then Paintsville getting a touchdown. As actually Pikeville got their 3rd touchdown before that. Wes Robinson taking 55 yards with 5:40 left in the second quarter. Elkins with the extra point, making it 21-0 there. And then the kickoff return right after that is Pikeville took 19 seconds to score on the very next kickoff as Pikeville kicked it off to Paintsville. It was Willie McKenzie who took it nearly 75 yards for the touchdown. The extra point no good. They tried. I see right now I'm in the wrong seat. I'm getting beat to death here. Somebody coming down that ladder here. I've been for Pikeville. Hamilton had a 4-yard run for the second touchdown. Wes Robinson again, the 55-yarder. And then we had Willie McKenzie for Paintsville to run one back. 70-something yards for the touchdown on a kickoff return to give Paintsville their only score of the night. 21-6 the final score. Some of the other games going on around the area tonight.
Deals on leftover 2003 model vehicles. But at brand new Toyota, they only have a couple of new 2003 models left, so they're offering the incentives on 2004 models. For instance, 2004 Toyota Camrys and Corollas qualify for 1.9% financing up to 60 months. Why buy a leftover 2003 when you can get a spanking new 2004 with the same incentives?
Where every day is a sale day, brand new Toyota.
South Lake Drive, Prestonsburg.
Catch for 4 yards. Adam Smith 1 for just a yard, and Shane Cantrell the other reception for 10 yards. Pugh rushed 4 times for 3 yards overall. The leading ground carrier for Paintsville. They didn't get much on the ground in the first half. Wes Ward 3 carries for 5 yards. Adam Smith 3 carries for 4. Shane Cantrell had 2 for 2 yards. So the Paintsville offense not getting much yardage. Their only score coming on a kickoff return in the first half. For the Pikeville Panthers, Derek Sword 5 out of 11 in the first half, or 67 yards passing. 3 carries for a minus 13 yards on the ground for the quarterback. Weston Robinson, I guess the big story tonight, 11 carries for 121 yards in the first half, including 2 touchdowns, a 54-yarder and a 22-yarder. Robert Shurtleff, 6 carries for 38 yards in the first half, also caught a ball for 21. Britton Hamilton got the other Pikeville score, as Bo told you, on a 4-yard run. He's carried twice for 68 yards. Tim Champlin with 1 catch for 10 yards, and Jesse Parrish 3 receptions for 36 yards for the Panthers. The Panthers do have 1 turnover. They fumbled in the first quarter of play, and they lead this one by a score of 21-6 going into the second half of play, and it looks like everybody is out on the field, and we're nearing the second half kickoff, so we're going to turn it over to our play-by-play man, Bo Daniels.
Thank you very much, Chuck. And Pikeville kicking off from 40-yard line as we get the third quarter underway, 20-6 right now as you listen in. Tonight on Double X, and of course aired on Channel 5 WPRG, the local access cable station.
Of course, our good buddy Charlie Pinson way down in Belhaven, Mississippi. I guess that game's going to be what, Pikeville College game going to be on Monday night?
Monday night. Charlie with the long trip, and here's the kickoff. Taking around the 20, out to the 25, the 30, to the 35, to the 40-yard line, and taken down there, that is Shane Cantrell on the return.
Shane Cantrell, looks like number 30, Brent Hamilton.
Cantrell, that's almost like the Cornet situation.
Again, a reminder of the Rebecca Lynn Howard concert tickets.
Paintsville will have it on the 40-yard line to begin the third quarter, so we are underway.
See Laura Ruth Ford purchase tickets.
Rebecca Lynn Howard going to be at Pikeville, and that's good news. Local gal from Salyersville, I believe, originally, and start Nashville. There's the throw to the right side, complete. Out near the 45-yard line to about the 43. Robinson on the tackle. The catch by Donnerer as he pulls it in at the 43-yard line. Pick up of about 3 on the play.
Donnerer catch. Game of 4, second and 6 Tigers. They're on 43.
Daughter, a senior now, started out playing wide receiver for the Paintsville Tigers as well as defensive back, and they've kind of moved him into the backfield this year with injuries depleting their running back core.
Second and 7 coming up. The pitch goes to the left side and rode down around the 41-yard line. A loss of the play of a couple of yards. Cantrell over there on the left side tried to turn it up, unable to do so. Pikeville, good pursuit.
24 Shane Cantrell on the carry.
Pikeville's put Paintsville in numerous difficult situations. They've got a freshman quarterback in there, and the defense has been shutting them down pretty well on first and second down and creating third and long and fourth and long situations.
Josh Sullivan, number 20.
Starting to get a little bit cooler. We can feel a bit of a breeze blowing in now as we have the window cracked open just a little bit. Paintsville and Pikeville, the last game of the year in the regular season. There's a flag down and maybe a couple of flags down. Offsetting penalties called against the two, so I guess they'll just, I don't know.
We'll find out for sure tonight, I guess, a little later on who Pikeville will play in the playoffs. I think
was offsetting penalty, so it's like that play never happened. They mark it again on the 43, second down coming up in 7, and there's a bit of a hole up near the 50-yard line. Nice run there, almost a first down, close to it. It's Cantrell once again on the carry, and let's see what the mark is. The stick is set down right on the 50-yard line, so that's very close. Maybe just a half a yard short. And then we could measure here. I believe the official will call for the sticks. Was a quick first half, and this third quarter starting out not so quick, but
I think Somerset is the clear number 1 in the other Class A district from across the mountains, but teams like Williamsburg, Lincamp, and others all battling for the number 2 spot and the number 3 and 4 spots, so we don't know for sure who Pikeville and South Floyd will be playing next week in the playoffs.
Middlesboro plays in there. Probably
Middlesboro
in the South Floyd picture, possibly.
Middlesboro, I think, going to be playing Shelby Valley. They're the Valley's the number 4 team in Double-A. Middlesboro fluctuates back and forth from 1A to Double-A each year.
And there's the handoff. All they need is just a few inches. Let's see. Actually, the quarterback kept it himself. Pugh tried to pick up the first down, and Pikeville's saying they didn't get it, but
they just needed about 4 or 5 inches.
It was so very close. Yeah, South Floyd single A, right? Yeah. And Middlesboro is double A, so forget about that matchup. That won't happen. Shelby Valley very possibly will be the opponent there.
I know Prestonsburg will travel to Breathitt County to play. They're the number 3 team in Double-A, and Breathitt finished second.
First down by the nose of the ball. So, yeah, like we said, they only needed a few inches, and unless something drastic happens, you're going to get that. What that round mark is out on the field there.
I think this is a dual-purpose facility. It looks like they've got
maybe soccer.
Soccer.
Okay. Yeah.
Lines on around the field.
So I wonder what that big circle was out there. There's a handoff to the left side, hit and knocked down at the 47-yard line. On the carry is Donnerer once again. He'll pick up about 2 yards now as they mark it back at the 48-yard line inside Pikeville territory. So a 2-yard pickup, making it 2nd and 8. Halftime show very nice. We talked about the band being dressed up in costumes. We saw somebody dressed up as a NASA astronaut with the shuttle on his back. We saw the sumo wrestler leading the band, and there's the handoff of the left.
Oh, what a hit!
Let's see. Yeah, maybe it didn't come loose. Just a heavy hit there, and back near the midfield stripe. Cantrell will see stars for a long time.
Brenton Hamilton popped him good as soon as he got the football, and he got right around to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
Lost of at least a yard on the play. We were eating pizza up here in the booth at halftime, and one of the band members dressed as a big slice of pizza down on the field. I kind of like that outfit. 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Tigers.
I think she was pepperoni, Bo.
Yeah, a lot of pepperonis on that thing. Looking for something to do with it. Pugh tries to tuck it in and run, and he gets down to the 49-yard line, picks up about a half a yard, so looked like a busted play there as he turned around and couldn't find anybody to hand it to and had to tuck it in.
3rd and long play, and you would expect Paintsville to pass. They didn't even have anybody to run the ball, and the quarterback was left on his own, and now they've got a 4th and long situation, going to have to boot it away.
I think the speculation was that the handoff was supposed to go to Cantrell, and he was addled after that last play and didn't want it. 7:58 remaining. Here's the punt coming up, 3rd quarter. 21-6 the lead, and here's the kick that will bounce around the 25, and they'll get away from it as it will roll down to about the 16-yard line. So that's about the best punt he's had all night. That's 33 yards on the punt. And Pikeville will have it on the 16. That's about the worst field position they've had all night.
Well, Pikeville's had a pretty good string of possessions moving the football. See if this poor field position is going to hinder them any here.
7:45 left here in the 3rd quarter as Pikeville goes on offense now from the shotgun. And the second man on the draw out to the 20, going down to Robinson. Maybe made it to the 21-yard line. Nice tackle there as that was smelled out. Brandon LeMaster on the tackle of Robinson. Now they gave him only 4. Thought he was going to get about 5. It'll be 2nd and 6. Gain of 4.
officially
21-6, third quarter. Wideouts to the right, two of them, one to the left, up under center. This time the handoff goes to Robinson, trying to cut it up. On the right side, it gets out to the 25, maybe the 26-yard line. And will be close to the first down marker, I think a little short.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on Weston Robinson here the second half. He's nearing 1,000 yards for the season. Got a lot of Pikeville folks up here in the press box, and I think they just said he had 968 yards for the season going into the second half.
I think the worst field position here. Here's the play, though, and first down and much more out across the 35 to about the 38. Shirtliff on the carry. I was going to say, I think the worst field position tonight was the 33-yard line for Pikeville before this drive when they got it on the 16, but they've moved it out now to the 37-yard line.
Every time they need a yard, they give it to Robert Shirtliff, and he's getting 4, 5, 6 yards a clip, just straight up the middle, just knocking tacklers back and carrying them with him.
Powerful young man. He's a 200-pounder.
Back there, here comes a blitz again.
And to the right side, let's see, a big opening. There goes Shirtliff. One man to beat. Shirtliff heading toward the outside to the 10 to 5. Give him 6. Shirtliff takes it.
No flags down. I've surveyed the field. This one will stand.
I held my breath there for just a little bit. I hesitated.
Touchdown run for number 40.
63 yards on the touchdown. And so Shirtliff now gets in the book with the touchdown. The extra point try coming up from Elkins. That'll make it 27-6. The extra point up, and it's Puckett this time that will try the extra point, and it is good. Puckett gets it through there. 28-6 is our score. We'll be back on the Intermountain Sports Network.
Go home and
Well, about 20% of the nation. You know
put on around the 27-yard line as it was picked up over there, and Pikeville not pulling any punches here tonight.
15, Willie McKenzie on the
McKenzie trying to scoot to the right, and one of the Pikeville coverage men had him and held him up long enough for him to get belted down.
He's the guy that had the 75-yard return earlier in the game, and that time he paid dearly for a short return. Got it out to the 33, the 28-yard line. Got 5:49 left to play here in the third quarter. Pikeville now leading in this game 28-6. That drive by the Panthers, they took it from their 16, so an 84-yard drive on 4 plays. That 63-yard touchdown by Shirtliff. They took a minute 50 off the clock. And it's a draw play right into the middle. Nothing doing there. Knocked down at the about the 22-yard line. So loss on the play there. Make it. They'll mark it close to the 25. So a loss of 3.
Paintsville just not able to get anything going on first and second down, and they're playing right into Pikeville's hands. They can come after them hard and heavy on 3rd and 4th.
Second down and at least 13. Got a throw. Pugh laid up there and overthrown. And number 86, whoever that is. And once again, folks, we do apologize. Somebody said 89 a while ago. That was not. That's definitely 86. It's been in on quite a few plays, and we have no idea. Third down and 13 now coming up. Paintsville trailing 28-6 in this game. 5:04 left with the clock stopped after the incomplete pass. Wideouts to both sides of the field. Up under center is Pugh. The offset eye and looking to throw, looking left, and he rolls left now. Flag is down as he tucks it in, heads upfield, gets out of bounds at the 30-yard line, but a flag came down back near the line of scrimmage.
I don't know whether we're going to have pass interference out here in the flat or whether the referee saw some holding in the line.
They are conversing out there. Hopefully they'll sort it out for us. Not quite
Normally you
sure.
wouldn't see a hold call from way over in that area of the field.
Oh, it was nothing. Oops, excuse us. They pick it up. Waved it off. In that case, that'll mark it down after the play out at the 28-yard line. Pick up of 3 on the play.
Penalty on play. Brings up 4th down Tigers. They're on 33.
Fourth down Tigers coming up, and once again having to punt it away. Pikeville standing back at the 48-yard line. Their return people, and they should have it in good shape here. Here's the punt, bounces around the 48, takes a bit of a Paintsville roll, and then back the other way as it is quickly downed by Creno. And so Pikeville will have the ball on the Paintsville 49.
Now, the last couple times, Pugh has not been rushed, but he is still not getting off very good punts, and Pikeville's going to have great field position. They're definitely winning the field position battle tonight as they start in Tiger territory.
Only a 23-yarder that time, Chuck, the punt, and so Pikeville now has it great shape. Shotgun, swords, the snap, the fake on the draw, and he will tuck it in, head right up the middle, got the first down to the Paintsville 38-yard line.
First down.
Well, they said going into this season that Pikeville didn't have much speed, but I tell you, they seem to be quicker than Paintsville, especially running the football and getting to the outside. They've broken off several long runs tonight, so they're quick enough.
First time I saw them was over at South Floyd with you, Chuck, and they looked pretty good that night as they beat South Floyd. Of course, South Floyd beat this team, this Paintsville team. Under center, Swords, 1st and 10, and he'll give it to Robinson. Robinson down to about the 33-yard line before he stood up and completely covered under. Picked up about 5.
Robinson on the carry.
And we saw Pikeville over at Belfry later on in the season. I don't remember if you were with me that night, Chuck, or who it was, but anyway, I saw Pikeville over there, and they held their own with Belfry in the first half. And Belfry
yeah, they
kinda
did
took over
against
the second half.
Hazard as well. They didn't play too badly against Hazard in the second half. Hazard wore them down and used their speed.
One wide out to each side, and it's Shirtliff who takes it from Sword, and Shirtliff still churning and gets down to about the 32, maybe the 31-yard line. It'll be short of the first down. Let's see where the mark's going to be. 32-yard line.
Gain of 3.
It will be interesting tomorrow night to see if the University of Kentucky Wildcats will be able to come out and put forth the same intensity level and discipline they showed in the second half of that romp over Mississippi State last week.
And the handoff, it goes to Shirtliff. Got the first down and more as he rumbles his way inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line.
Panther, first down.
Shirtliff's over 100 yards in rushing tonight. Wes Robinson with about 140 yards rushing tonight. So Pikeville getting the job done on the ground.
Clock down to 2:40 left here in the third quarter. 28-6 their score. Pikeville driving, trying to get another one.
First and 10 Panthers.
Wide out, 2 wide outs to the left side. And right up the middle and inside the 15 down to about the 13. Hamilton on the carry for Pikeville. 13-yard line, so pick up of about 9. Second down and 1 coming up.
Pikeville doing a good job keeping their running backs fresh. They're handing off to Shirtliff, Robinson, Hamilton. Nobody's getting too big of a load.
In the eye, it's Hamilton again. Hamilton close to the goal line. Touchdown. He got in. Knocked down near the goal line, but give him 6, a touchdown. As they had Hamilton and Robinson lined up that time in the backfield. The touchdown makes it 34-6 now.
Britt Hamilton.
Extra point try coming up, and we had Elkins at the first part of the ball game. This time it is, I guess it's Elkins back in there. Puckett kicked the last one, and it's good again. 35-6. Pikeville will be back on the Intermountain Sports Network. Foul penalty that was called and assessed on the kickoff, so they have to kick off this time from the 25-yard line. So Paintsville should have it in a little bit better shape on this kickoff. So we saw McKinley take it all the way back. It's picked up around the 40, and just about the 47-yard line. Freno says, what was that? As he ran into his own man, Cantrell came over and pretty much knocked him down.
Yeah, I thought Cantrell was going to block for him, and they got mixed up there and ran into each other.
Paintsville will take over first and 10.
About the best field position Paintsville's had in a good while.
Yes, they get it on the 46 after that kickoff from they had to kick off from the 25-yard line. Pikeville drove 49 yards for the touchdown, 4 plays, or 6 plays rather. That took 2:52 off the clock. After the extra point, the touchdown by Hamilton, making it 35-6, and Paintsville out. First man into the line, the give, and out to about the 47-yard line. Making the 49, they'll mark it. Pretty good spot for Paintsville there.
Yeah.
One of the fans really happy about that.
Did you hear the guy? He said, why don't you go ahead and give him 5 yards?
Yeah.
So what Paintsville's roster?
3-yard pickup here. And first man into the line, down to about the 46-yard line on the carry.
It was Wes Ward that time, number 35.
Ward on the carry.
Pretty good pickup there, about 5.
Gain of 4. Third and 1 Tigers from the Panther 46.
Third down at about 2. And a big hole up the middle down to about the 40-yard line on the carry.
33, Hans
Dotterer.
They faked the draw to the fullback, and Pikeville kind of bid on that, and Dotterer had enough room there to go through the crease and pick up the first down.
Picked up about 5 yards on the play and gave Paintsville the first down near the 40-yard line. It's between the 41 and the 40. So Paintsville coming up to the line with the first down. The clock ticking down to 20 seconds left here in the third quarter.
First and 10 Tigers from the
Under center is Pugh. And Pugh wants to throw, looking downfield. Oh, knocked down. Sexton got a hand on it. He says he timed it very well. Came across and
Huge pass intended for number 10, Freno, knocked down on
Freno, the intended receiver.
Ball kind of hung up a little bit, and Sexton came right in front of the defender.
Marked it once again close to the 40-yard line. I believe he got a little bit of a positive spot there. As it went to the first man, down to the 37-yard line. First man through the line, and that was Wes Ward. Took the handoff from Pugh. Into the third quarter, 35-6. We'll be back after this on the Intermountain Sports Network. The W.C. Hambley Athletic Complex tonight, and just about set for the fourth quarter. The team still talking it over in front of their benches. Nobody's come out on the field for the fourth quarter here, so it's taking their time. But normally, you know, they rush out there, and we don't have time for the commercial breaks. Tonight, they're giving us plenty of time. Not in much of a hurry. One more quarter left to play. The score is 35-6. Pikeville Panthers been fairly much in control here tonight. Going to the left side, got a man, incomplete. Down at the 30-yard line, he's one of the guys that we don't have.
Willie McKenzie.
Oh, okay, we do have him now. That's McKenzie.
McKenzie opened that time. The ball thrown a little bit low, and he just couldn't hold on to it.
Well, it would have been a nice catch if he'd made it. Good effort, and the defense helped him not make that catch also.
Yeah, I think he heard some footsteps behind him.
4th down and about 5 coming up. They're going to go for it. Paintsville now as they trail. Looking to throw on 4th and 5. Throw it to the left, and that is almost picked off. Sexton had it in his hands, bobbled it, and dropped it. McKenzie, the intended receiver, so Pikeville will have it right there. Around the 36-yard line, they'll take over.
37.
Well, we'll call it the 37-yard line after the incomplete pass. Pikeville headed back the other way.
That play didn't have a whole lot of chance for success. The quarterback just threw it up there in the air, and all of his receivers were well covered.
21-6 at halftime. It's now 35-6, and Pikeville gets the ball after the unsuccessful attempt at the first down, and coming to the right side, it's Robinson with the big hole out to midfield. Got another first down, out to the 50-yard line.
He would have gone all the way. Dotterer tripped him up, ankle tackle, and brought him down, but had he not been tripped up by Dotterer, he was gaining speed, and there weren't too many more folks to beat.
Spotted it back at the 49-yard line now, so pickup of 12 yards on the play. First down Pikeville, split backs now. We haven't seen this formation a lot tonight. And the pitch comes back. It's Robinson. He gets down to about the 48-yard line. He'll pick up about 3. From the 49 to the 48 on the other side of the 50.
Robinson picks up 2 on the play.
Now they mark it at the 49, so give him 2 yards.
Panthers from the Tiger 49.
Thought he got a little bit further downfield than that, but guess not. 2 wideouts to the near side. This time from the I formation, Robinson shirtless in the backfield. Sword will give it to Robinson, going to the left side. Got plenty of room down to the 40. He'll have the first down at the 40-yard line.
Robinson picks up a Panther first down.
8-yard pickup.
Paintsville's been shooting linebackers into the gaps and stunning all night, but Pikeville's doing a good job handling that. They're getting blockers on the Paintsville defenders, and Spring and Robinson and Shirtliff for first down runs quite often.
Panthers trying to get another drive going from the shotgun this time. Sword will take the snap, and the give underneath. Robinson this time, he has stopped. Maybe a loss of 1. Stopped at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line, loss of 1. Now he needs 2 yards.
Number 2, Robinson on the carry.
Down to 10:05 left to play in the game. Pikeville with the ball, 35-6 the score, and
Tackle made. Short
eat up a lot of clock if they can here on the strike. Second down and 11 coming up for the Panthers. Champlin coming out to the near side as well as Sexton. I formation. First man into the line. It's Shirtliff and down inside the 35-yard line.
Matt Blevins.
About a 5-yard pickup. Blevins given the credit for the tackle for Paintsville. Marked on the 35.
79, Nathan Doder on the tackle as well.
6-yard pickup. They had 2nd and 11. It's going to be 3rd and 5 now.
121 yards rushing on the night for Shirtliff, and Robinson up about 160 for the night.
3rd down 5.
Sword under center for the I formation, Shirtliff, and Shirtliff, a big opening down inside the 25 to about the 24-yard line. Big chunks. First down Pikeville. Cantrell on the tackle.
Gain of 11 on the play. First and 10 Panthers from the Tiger 24.
Clock continues to tick with the running plays here tonight, 35-6 on this Halloween night. Pikeville Panthers continuing this drive. High formation. Sword And the give is Shirtliff once again inside the 20, down to about the 18.
Hamilton on the carry.
Hamilton make it, number 30 instead of 40. Hamilton to the 19-yard line.
77, Zach Branham trips him up.
Pickup of about 5. Zach Branham on the tackle, 220-pounder.
Gain of 5, second and 5 Panthers from the Tiger 20.
8:10 remaining. 20-yard line, 2nd and 5. High formation. Sword under center. And the give, this is Shirtliff for sure this time, and he gets down to about the 16-yard line on the carry. Picks his way for about 3.
Pikeville with the big lead in this running game, working down the clock as well. As Bo said, less than 8 minutes now left in the ball game, and
Gain of 3.
Pikeville just slowly but surely moving it down, looking like they're going for another score.
From the Tigers 7.
Wideouts to both sides. 3rd down now, and about 3 coming up for the Panthers. High formation lined up behind Sword. And the snap, going to keep it on the ground. There's Shirtliff knocked down at the 5-yard line. Cantrell on the stop. Shirtliff with a big hole on the right side.
77, Zach Branham 24, Shane Cantrell on the tackle.
At the 5-yard line, 1st down and goal for the Panthers now.
Picked up the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal Panthers.
Sexton out to the far side. Chaplin out to the near side. I formation under center. Sword takes the snap, the give, and Shirtliff give him 6, almost untouched.
Got a little bit of a crease there and just roared right through it. Didn't even look like a hole even, and he goes in standing up.
And will be Puckett this time for the extra point attempt. 41-6, and the kick is up. And no good this time. They miss an extra point the first time tonight. It remains
got a
at
bad snap.
41-6. We'll be back on the Intermountain Sports Network. The ground picked up at the 25, back up field, and let's see, out to about the 38-yard line. Paintsville will take over from there on the kickoff. Down 41-6 now. Pikeville has scored 6 times tonight, touchdown-wise. They've missed an extra point that last drive, going 63 yards on the drive on, let's see, 9 plays.
Tigers will have it first.
Took 4:40 off the clock. Shirtliff with that run from 5 yards out. 41-6 the score with 7:08 remaining. Now we've got 7:02 with Paintsville on their 38-yard line. And from the shotgun, it's the draw and across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. And running from the backfield this time, I couldn't tell you. That's at 86.
Wesley Ward, number 30.
No, it was 85.
Was it 85?
Oh, that was 85, not 86. Sublett, Kyle Sublett. We can tell you who he is. So picked up about 7.
2nd and 3. Tigers from their own 45.
2nd and 3 coming up from the shotgun once again. Pugh.
Shotgun formation.
Looking to throw. Pugh looking downfield. Good protection. Throwing to the right side and knocked down Robinson on the far sideline. Good defense. The ball kind of hung up there.
I've seen that a lot this year with several teams, but when you've got a young quarterback who's struggling, I don't understand the long throws. You need to get the 5, 6, 7 yarders, more of a sure thing type pass completion, and build the quarterback's confidence. I know it's 41-6 now, but most of the game he's been going long, and the ball's hanging up, and the defender has a chance to get over there and either intercept it or bat it away.
Okay, Chuck, if you say so. That was 86, the intended receiver, who we do not know. There's a long pass down the field. Knocked down by Robinson again. And this time, I believe that was intended for Freno.
That ball almost went back into the hands of Freno. It was tipped by the defender, and he turned around and wasn't expecting it.
Brings up 4th and 3 Tigers from their own 45.
I know we saw Eastridge several weeks ago, and they were trying everything 20, 25, 30 yards downfield, and none of those pass plays were working. And then when they went to a little shorter, swing pass, tight end dump passes, they were working real well.
Fourth down and 3 now. Desperation time, I guess you would say, because they got to go for it. Down 41-6. Up under center this time. Bit of a surprise under a lot of pressure, being chased, and got a man over there. Complete. First down.
Nice catch there by Freno. He got hammered, but held on for the first down.
I believe that was Parrish over there that hit him pretty good, but he held on to the ball. So the first down picked up by Paintsville. Out to the 50-yard line. 5:57 remaining. First down, Paintsville. Haven't picked up many of those tonight. Very cool tonight if you don't have a jacket out there and feel that breeze a-blowing. Looking to throw. Pugh to the left side, almost picked off, knocked down. Sexton got a hand on the ball.
Knocked down by number 4, Matt Sexton.
That'll stop the clock with 5:37 remaining. 41-6. Paintsville trailing in this game, trying to get a score on the board. They've got a 2nd and 10 coming up at the midfield stripe. Louisville Cardinals not playing this weekend. I believe they've got a Wednesday game. If I'm not mistaken, one of those strange ESPN games.
Because they've had a Tuesday night game this year.
And a
normally
Friday
they
night
have a Thursday game, but they've had Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday this year. First, I guess, for college football.
I believe this is a Wednesday game, if I'm not mistaken. TCU out to the left side, complete, and out to the 45, down to about the 42-yard line. McKenzie, okay. I'm going to write that down. I can't remember it.
Yeah,
my memory what it used to be.
Cardinals game against TCU probably going to be for the Conference USA championship. Aren't those the two front runners?
I'll go with that. I guarantee our man back on studio controls, Mr. Mayhem, would know all about that.
3rd and 2.
Being the rabid, big red Cardinal fan that he is. 3rd down and a couple coming up for Paintsville from the 42-yard line. Throws out to the right side. Almost timed perfectly and knocked down by Shirtliff, who would have been gone for 6 there.
Second time Shirtliff's got his hands on the ball looking for an interception tonight.
So now that'll make it a 4th down and 2. What does Paintsville do? Try to pick up the first down, or will they heave it up again? That didn't sound good, did it? Heave it up.
4:45. I'd go ahead and try to get the first down and keep working on things. It's a young offense, and they've still got to play in the playoffs, and no matter who's hurt and who's not there. So
42-yard line, a 4th down and short coming up, but important play here to keep this drive going. One back, and they're going to try to pick up the first down. It's a give up the middle. I don't know. It's according to where their spot's going to be.
Motion, he may be close.
According to where they marked that progress, and it's that 85 again. That is Sublett that carries. Big tight end carries the ball
right on the line,
from the backfield.
Right on the line.
Got a critic in the stands right in front of us.
4th down.
Right on the 40-yard line. That's just about what they needed. It's going to be very close on 4th down as they bring out the sticks. First down.
They're up 41-6, Bo. They want blood.
Yeah.
Well, it is Halloween.
Some people put a microphone outside the window. I'm glad we don't have that tonight. 40-yard line, 1st and 10 to Paintsville in the Pikeville territory. 4:20 clock ticking here, fourth quarter. And look out, Parrish almost getting to the quarterback. He has to get rid of it in a hurry. Incomplete. Paintsville has, let's see, they've had 5 incomplete passes on this drive, but one thing about it is so far they've been keeping it going.
They're 3 out of 11 passing here in the second half, but it seems like when they need a couple of yards, they're going to complete a pass or get just enough on the run to keep the ball in their hands.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty drive by any stretch.
No, but it's been going from their 38. They've taken it down to the Pikeville 40 so far. Looking to throw again. Pugh lays it up there, and it's picked off. Just as we talk about this drive staying alive, it's picked off, and a flag is down.
We've got a pass interference call. The intended receiver over there's jersey was being grabbed as the ball was in the air.
And I don't know. That was 86, I believe, that was the intended receiver. It was that mysterious 86 tonight, and Pikeville called for the penalty, so forget about the interception. It was picked off by Champlin there, but not gonna count. Paintsville will retain possession and have a first down out of this.
Tight end flared out here to the left, and one of the Pikeville defenders had a handful of jersey there as that ball was released.
What do you get when you grab a ghost? Handful of sheet, huh? Out to the 30-yard line.
I heard all your riddles yesterday and today for Halloween. Some of them were pretty cute.
Dug up a bunch of them. Some of them were very corny, but I dug up a bunch of them over the last couple of days for Halloween. First down at the 30 after the penalty against Pikeville. The quarterback will tuck it in and run to the left side. He gets down to the 25, and he's knocked down there. We'll see where the spot is. Sexton on the tackle.
Gain of 4. Tigers will have it second and 7.
That's about right. I think he had 4 on that.
Panthers.
Mark it on the 26-yard line. Second down and 6 coming up. 3:25 left in the game now. 41-6. Three wideouts to the near side, one out to the far side, one back lined up behind Pugh, the quarterback, up under center, takes the snap, throws to the right side, complete over there, and anticipating a hit, and finally the hit comes at the 25 and pushed back. Never did go down.
On the catch. First time we've seen him tonight, number 2.
Okay, John Franklin makes the catch, and he thought it was going to be hit immediately, but was not. But then they came up to make the tackle. He never did go down, though. He was pushed back to the 26, so no gain.
3rd and 6 Tigers from the Panther 26.
He was fighting and struggling, but never could get upfield. I guess they finally blew the whistle, said he was in the grass.
3rd and 6 now for Paintsville. 2 wideouts to the far side. Now Franklin comes to the near side, 2 each way. Got it tied in actually in the slot, but a lot of receivers in this play as the quarterback will tuck it in and run with it. He'll get out of bounds. He will be about 2 yards short of the first down, around the 22. About a 4-yard pickup. Well, now let's see. They're not going to give him that far. He must have went out of bounds around the 25, so he only picked up about 1. Thought he made a little better progress than that, but apparently not.
No, we don't hear any complaints about that spot.
No.
He went out of bounds at the 25 instead of the 22.
Good point. 4th and 5 now coming up. 2:11 remaining. 4th down 5 for the Paintsville Tigers here. 2 wideouts each way from the shotgun this time. Pugh. Looking to throw. Boy, got a good block there out in front of him. Cantrell made a nice block, but then somebody else made a bad block as the flag is down on the play. The quarterback goes down.
He's going to lose a bunch of yardage, and I think we also have a hold.
Tim Justice makes the tackle back at the 38-yard line, and the penalty came on the right side. The block I was talking about, Cantrell, came on the left side of the quarterback, a beautiful block, and then on the other side somebody was holding. No, block below the knees. What is that, below the knees or below the waist?
Well, that was a fourth down play, so Pikeville will just take the ball.
A block too low, put it that way. Chuck, help me sometimes here. What was that?
What do they call it, blocking below the waist or whatever?
Below the waist, yeah. I think that's what it is. I said below the knees. I believe it's below the waist. Out at the 36-yard line, Pikeville takes over here, first down. And they'll try to eat up the clock. Robinson finds a big opening, almost a first down, out to the 47-yard line.
Well, as quick as Robinson is, he's not going to eat up much clock running the ball.
I'm sure Pikeville's not going to be in much of a hurry, so
Gain of 9 on the play.
try to tick off as much as possible. They picked up 9 yards.
Chase Huffman now in. Number 1, Jacob Sword is checked in. Several new players in the lineup for the Panthers.
Gave him a full 10 yards there, Chuck. Made it a first down. I was wondering why the clock was stopped. That's the reason they moved the sticks. Wideouts to both ways. And it's Robinson. He's tripped up near the midfield stripe. Check that. It's number 1, Jacob Sword, that comes into the game and runs the ball.
Sword on the carry.
Picks up about 3. So Pikeville getting some new faces in there now. Sword in the backfield. He's just a little guy, only 150 pounds. They've got him listed at 5'9", and I'm doubting that. He's
Looks like Chase Huffman's in at quarterback. Max Sexton in at one of the wideouts.
So Huffman, Champlin comes out to the near side, Sexton out to the far side. Now let's see, now some confusion going on, and Pikeville has to call a timeout. We'll be back on the Intermountain Sports Network. Up quickly, they had a little confusion, had to call a timeout. Didn't take much time to talk it over. But he goes to Sword on the handoff, and the little guy gets down to near the 45-yard line. So he'll pick up about at least 4 yards on the play. They'll mark it, I believe, at the 46. And just 150 pounds. They got him listed at 5'9". When you see him on the camera, ain't no way the little guy's 5'9". Maybe more like 5'4", possibly. Continues to tick the clock down to 35. This might be the last play of the night. Looks like it will be, as Huffman will give it to Sword once again. Sword, he's grabbed down at the 42-yard line and pulled back, and
Number 1, Sword on the carry.
picked up about 4 more. We're down to 21 seconds left. He picked up a first down, so forget what I said. Every time I say that, it's always wrong. There will be another play because, well, let's see here. They marked it around the 42-yard line, and it was a first down, so that stopped the clock. Now it ticks, so maybe not. This may be it. They may not have to even line up here. Paintsville, I don't think, has any timeouts, so they would probably be calling one. That's going to do it. That is going to do it. 41-6 right now will be their final score tonight. The Pikeville Panthers winning tonight over Paintsville in this game, and Pikeville was leading 21-6 at halftime. The Panthers will end up the season at 6-4. They'll be have a pretty good district record at 6-1. Paintsville will end up at 5-5 on the season, a district record of 4-3. And let's see, 21-6 at halftime. Looking at the second half, Shirtliff took it 63 yards on a Pikeville drive that started at their 16-yard line. The Shirtliff run of 63, and the extra point made it 28-6. And the third quarter with 5:55 remaining, and then a 49-yard drive after that by Pikeville, with Hamilton taking it in for the touchdown. And that coming with the minute 52 left in the third quarter. 35-6 after the extra point there. And then Pikeville with another touchdown. They drove it downfield 63 yards in the fourth quarter, near the start of the fourth quarter. And Robert Shirtliff took it in for the touchdown from 5 yards out. And that coming with 7:08 remaining in the ball game tonight. The extra point, the first one that they missed all night. And that made the final score at 41-6. And that was the way it ended up here tonight, with Pikeville winning this game here at the Hillard Howard Field, W.C. Hamley Athletic Complex. We got broadcast team tonight at Betsy Lane for that game, Pike Central and Betsy Lane. You can see that this weekend on the television. Of course, this game broadcast also this weekend on Channel 5 WPRG, the one that we're doing tonight. And as the fans leave the field here, the final game, regular season, the playoffs just around the corner, of course.
Pikeville's got to feel pretty good. You know, they started out with a young team, not a lot of experience, got roughed up a little bit the early part of the season, but they got stronger and seemed like better and executed better offensively and defensively as the season wore on. And I know a 6-4 record's not all that exciting to folks around Pikeville that are used to, you know, state championships, regional and district championships, but this team is, I think, come a long way since the beginning of the year, and they've got a good shot at winning a couple of games in the playoffs.
Very good district record.
Yeah. Looking over the stats for the ball game, first for the Paintsville Tigers, Daniel Pugh ended up the night 6 out of 19 passing for 39 yards, also carried the ball 8 times for a total of 9 yards. Hans Dotterer had 16 yards on 5 carries, also caught the ball twice for 8 yards. Wes Ward, 5 carries for 14 yards. Shane Cantrell had 5 carries for 6 yards and also caught a pass for 11 yards. T.J. Freno had a reception for 11 yards late in the ball game. Adam Smith, saw a lot of him in the first half, didn't see him in the second half. He had 3 carries for 4 yards tonight. Kyle Sublett came in the second half, had 2 carries for 9 yards for the Tigers. And Willie McKenzie, the fellow that was one of the mystery players, we figured out who number 15 was. He had 1 catch for 9 yards and also scored Paintsville's only touchdown on that 75-yard kickoff return. For the Pikeville Panthers, a couple of runners over 100 yards and one knocking on the door. Weston Robinson had 19 carries tonight, 166 yards and 3 touchdowns, puts him over the 1,000-yard mark for the season unofficially. Robert Shirtliff right behind him, 15 carries for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. Brenton Hamilton came in and spelled those 2 guys in the backfield and almost had 100 yards himself, 5 carries for 94 yards and 2 scores for Brenton Hamilton. Derek Sword, 5 out of 11 for 67 yards, all that passing yardage coming in the first half of play. Jesse Parrish, the leading receiver tonight, 3 catches for 36 yards. Tim Champlin, 1 for 10, and Robert Shirtliff, 1 for 21. Jacob Sword also got in the ball game late, had 3 rushes for 11 yards on the evening, and the Pikeville Panthers winning impressively over the Paintsville Tigers here to finish up their season before the district playoffs.
Turn myself back up here. We caught a buzz just as the lights came on, so pardon us for that, folks. Our equipment just does not like these fluorescent lights. That's going to do it from Pikeville here tonight. Thanks for joining us on this cool fall night. This Halloween, 41-6, the final here. Bo Daniels along with Chuck Scoville, Shane Murray on camera. Back on studio controls, our man, Mr. Mayhem, Jerry Scott, and we'll say good night and happy Halloween once again from Pikeville.